Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to the series of making a journal from a thrift store haul. This is thrift store haul number 3. I think video number 3, and we're gonna sew in some signatures. Now I've done some work without you. So this is a Amazon envelope that I went ahead and put some material on before we even started the last video. I was just playing around with it, but this is material from the haul. We decided to go ahead and use it in this for the journal cover. So the actual Amazon envelope I did not get from the haul. So we're already breaking the rules. I have gone ahead and chosen 2 sets of papers and done a little trimming and organizing of them from the bucket. Okay, so I have 2 signatures. Now they are already too fat for this little book, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, I'm gonna use my crocodile and I'm gonna move the punch to the bigger hole because I want to use the cording that we found. I lined the inside with some of the material from the haul, and I've stitched around super messy and no measurements. I just kind of cut it to the size I want. Okay, I have taken a piece of paper from the inside and cut it to get some sort of a measurement. I put T at the top. I fold it in half to get the middle. You fold it up to the middle and then up to that part to get a bottom mark and a top. Again, to the middle and then to that mark, and that's where I do it. And then I mark my book. I also marked my pages. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 holes in here, and I'm not necessarily measuring. So I am going to just try to get them semi close. Those aren't too bad. Those aren't too bad. I'm not a measuring sort of girl. So this one's a little, all right, so there we have that. All right, I do need to decide, and I didn't already, so I don't think it matters. I measured this at T at the top, but I don't think if we did it this way or if we did it this way, it's gonna matter. So let's decide if there's a part of this we like more. There is this one. Now the material's kind of going like this, if you can see that. I'm just looking for any sort of pattern I like. This one's more kind of patchworky. Don't know. I think we'll just keep it like this. Okay, so I will mark T at the top here. This is an erasable pen. And then we're gonna do the same here. Now I have sandwiched these and layered them, and we're just gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna keep them as tight as I can together, and then I'm gonna put them in this crocodile and hope this is probably the thickest bunch I've done. All right. Whoops. Okay, you can see it sliding a little. Oh, geez, a little bit there. Because this middle part is not actually clipped in because it's so small. Where is my mark? There it is. All right. Okay, so now we have our 3 holes and we are intact there. And then we'll do the same thing here. Now, I always say this, you want to put a T at the top also if your pages are oriented in a way. If you don't care, now that's interesting. This signature is not as thick. I can tell you that. I did take some pages out. I thought I kind of equaled it, but I can tell you right now I haven't, because this one's definitely thinner, although this one is not wanting to go in here. That's interesting. There's one. Two. That one's a little off center, but that's, shoot, that's a little lot off center. Okay, we're going to call that done. Whoops. Okay. Now, here is the interesting part, because I don't think I have a needle that's going to work with this. No, I do not. Okay. We're going to have to make do. So, never really worked with this, but this is cording I got in the haul, and I really, really like it. So we're going to try it. Now, I want this to be my first signature and this to be the back signature, so we might as well start with the front. I want the ends to be on the outside, so I'm going to start from the outside, and I'm just going to come up this. We might have to tape this. Might have to tape this rope. I'm not too sure it's gonna do what I want it to do. Let's see. Let's see if I have any washi around. Of course I have washi around. Let's grab a little piece and see if we cannot help this. A little bit. Okay. So there we go. We're going to come up through the middle. Yeah, this is not wanting to go. We might have to fiddle with this a little bit more than I thought. I really want to use this rope though, so we're going to figure out something. I can tell you that right now. There it goes. Nice. Now you can see when you use different sizes of paper, I tend to orient these towards the middle. I did not catch all these, so we're going to stitch a few at a time. Okay, so I tend to orient mine all towards the middle. Some people drop them all to the bottom, but you can see there's only like one hole holding this piece of paper in as an example. Same with one of them in the middle. All right, so we're going to go out the top. All right, so we started from the out. No, you don't. We started from the outside. We came up the middle. We're going down through the top. We're going to come all the way down to the bottom hole. Okay. And hopefully, if not, we're going to have to do some trimming. I thought maybe I had cut all these papers to fit, but they might be pushing this a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. And we're going to undo this because I need a little bit of room to fiddle and pull this through here. Whoops. Now, this is going to be a problem. I can just tell you it's going to be a problem because I already know. This middle hole is not thick enough to take this another width of this rope through it. Does that make sense? So what? I could punch it. I could punch it again, but I'm curious if I can just go in here with my awl and kind of get us a bigger hole. We might have to undo it. Well, we might have to undo this and punch another hole with the actual hole punch. I just don't think it's going to be thick enough or wide enough to do this, but we can certainly try. But I think we're going to end up well, I don't know. If we're going to be able to make this work. I guess if we do it one at a time. Oh, let's see, it ripped right through that vellum. Well, I am I'm stubborn enough that this is now going to be, we're going to do it one at a time on this one. However, I can tell you the second one will double punch because we're learning, right? This is why I don't knit. I've told this story before, but my sister is a very good knitter. And as you knitting people know, you if you make a mistake, like she'll undo the whole thing, like a whole sleeve, a whole, and I'm like, oh, absolutely not. Even when she's making it for me, I'm like, no, just leave it. Just like, and she's like, no, you can't. You got to take it all out. I'm like, no, you don't. So, I don't want to undo all of this. Yes, that's what we should do. I know that. Oh, yep, we just ripped that page a little bit. I know that. A lot of this paper is so fragile anyway, it's already ripping, right? You can see how easily it rips. A lot of these I taped together. You can see right here, this is 2 pages taped together. So, oh, I smell dinner. I need to go get it out of the oven. One at a time, we're making it work. I also will tell you, if you came here for a tutorial, you are on the wrong channel. This is just me making a mess and figuring it out as I go. So we will do one of them this way, and then the other one will come through and punch another hole. Okay. I'd love to get like 2. And my poor little washi tape on here is getting pretty worn as well. Oh, no, don't you rip. Don't you do it. Nope. I feel like I need more water. Just as I said it, huh? Let's see. Let's use some washi that... All right. All right, we'll thread that through that way. And we'll keep going. This one is that scrapbooking paper that I put 2 pieces together and made oh my goodness, I didn't even count how many of these pages I made, but I can tell you this is a lot. All right, there's that one, and then we have one more. My goodness, there is that one. And I don't think most of this is going to show by the time. Now, what we have to do now is get it through this binding, and there it goes. Thank goodness. Okay, that was a little bit of a hot mess, not gonna lie. All right, we'll put one side on each of the, this is not moving because it's so tight. What do we want to do? I have to make sure I pull it the right way. There we go. Do I even want to mess with this? Not really, but we will. Okay. All right, there we go. So that's tight enough. Oh, but I do like this cord a lot. I do actually even like the washi taped ends. Maybe we'll do that on this one. Okay, now, yeah, see, it's already just like so fat. That would be plenty. That would be plenty for this book, actually. But we're going to go ahead and just stuff it. We're going to stuff it and get another one in here. But I'll tell you right now, we're going to go ahead and double punch this middle so I get a bigger hole. Whoops, what did I do? There we go. Because, there we go. Okay, and we'll do the same to our signature because we need enough to get 2 strips of cording through there. All right. Yeah. Okay. well, that will be easier and less painful for all of us, I'm sure. So I'll put my awl away. And we'll use a little bit of washi again to make a little bit of a okay. So hopefully this one will go a little bit more smoothly. See, at the top, we're going to go through the outside because I want my tails on the inside. If you want your tails on the, because I want my tails on the outside. If you want them on the inside, oh, look at that. I missed the hole. What did I do? Because the paper moved. Oh, Allison, you are on fire today. That's a hot mess is what that is. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. There we go. Through the middle. Now you could and probably should clip your signatures to your book, to your the outside, but I rarely do that, so that's why they're moving around quite a bit. All right, we're going to go through the outside and all the way down to the bottom and up through that hole and up through the bottom hole. Easy peasy. And then we do the middle again, and we're going to go back through the middle. Which doesn't quite want to go for me, but it's, there it goes. Look at that. So just double punch that hole if you're going to do this. Thick, thick. And back through the outside. Okay, easy peasy. I'm very clear that my signatures are not equal, but that's okay. Let's see where we're at this way. Where are my ends? They're pretty even. So now all I want to do is pull them tight. Pull them from the back and then pull them up through the middle. That's not even the right one. They're not even. I thought that, there it goes, there it goes. Okay, now we want them on either side of that middle one. Okay, so either side, and they're close enough, that's fine. And they're tight enough, so. She says as she undoes it. There we go. Okay. And there's a knot, and there's a knot. Okay. And there we have our bound journal. Oh my gosh. Okay. I already love it. I already love it. I love this string so much. Yes to this. Yes to this. Okay, let me show you what I did. Okay, so we will erase the marks that you see, either with the pen or with the heat. Okay. All right, so we have some ledger paper. This is the rhododendron book. This is the scrapbooking paper. Now I didn't cut it down because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. It's bleh. That's all I wanted to say. It's not enough just to fold it in, but we could make a whole flap if we want. I could use the border punch and punch it, so I left it long intentionally. This is the outside of that little tiny journal. I took the cover off. Here is that beautiful Anna Griffin stationery. some more book. This is that mulberry paper. Here's that little journal page. Here's just some coffee dyed journal page. Again, I taped 2 together to make a signature or a little page. Here is another ledger page. Now they're extra long, so I just left them long and took a fold, right? Here is the journal paper not dyed. Here's some music paper. I went ahead and already punched it. Look at that fun punch. Here's the little quote book. I chose some pages out of here. Here's a cookbook page. This is not the cookbook, but I thought it was cute next to the cookbook. It's out of that quote book. Some more of the mulberry paper, the rhododendron. I used one vellum envelope in each signature. So here's one here, and I just I put the flap in there, right? So here's that little journal as well, that little journal page, and a piece out of that little tiny journal for the middle. Okay, so obviously the second half is the same, except for the envelope. It only has this little bit of a flap, but we could add anything we want to this. Like I have other quotes here. We could tip in a, and put it on a flap. Okay, so you go through it and it looks like this. The ledger paper is long as well as tall, and so I just tipped it, folded it up to create a flap here. These papers I took out and I put the edges on the outside and I taped them in the middle. This is coffee dyed paper. Scrapbook paper. Again, one signature would have been plenty. Okay, here's the middle of the book right here. So this ledger page is the last page. So again, it could fold this way, it could fold this way, whatever it is. I just left it full size. Here's a little piece of paper, just one piece. Instead of running it this way, I put it this way and folded it crookedly in here. I did go ahead and punch it. This was the inside pages of this book. I went ahead and just ripped those out. I left the torn edge over here. Coffee dyed journal paper, another quote page, the rhododendron, the journal. Here's the envelope flap, the Anna Griffin paper. Here's that Smashbook paper, and it was tall, so I folded it up and I flipped it on the upside here. Again, here's that ledger paper. Some punched music paper, some more mulberry, the cookbook, the journal, the little tiny journal on the inside as well. It was bound with these 3 holes, obviously. This was the outer edge of it, and I flipped them inversely and taped them, so we have the edges here. And I think that'll be fun to put some of that thread through or something. Okay, so again, same thing here. Smashbook page, journal page. Oh, that's pretty. I like that together. Yep. Isn't that fun? And here's that other page. See, I kept that rough edge. That was the page that was the part that actually ripped out of the book, right? And then this little paper that got tied in crooked. So there she is, you guys. There is journal number 3 from the haul. We are not done. We still need to make ephemera and decorate it, obviously, but the signatures are in. And I am happy with it. We will probably do some trimming of these envelopes. Maybe we'll make them a pocket this way. We're not too sure. I didn't want to cut them yet. I might cut these corners and round them off. I haven't decided that yet. No idea what the cover is going to look like. I did think that I might put this guy here. Like cut it down and put it on that cover page here. That's why I left a blank one, but I'm not willing to cut that yet. We might just choose something, more like this size. I'm not too sure. So we have a lot of stuff to still make for all the ephemera, but pretty happy with this. Pretty happy with it. So, all right, you guys, that's it. So signatures are in. This is haul number 3's journal. And yeah, it's coming together. Yeah, and she's a beauty. So we'll keep adding some character to her. We might even add like something on the outside like this to take away a little bit of this. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll keep playing with it. Here are some signatures I took out. It just seemed too fat. It just seemed like too much. I didn't even count. But she's plenty fat already, and yeah. I love her though. Yep, super happy, and I love this cording a lot, but we might do this washi on the ends. That's very interesting. We'll have to see. All right, that's it for me, you guys. Here we go. Now to make some ephemera. I don't know what that's going to look like, but we'll see. All right, thanks for being here, you guys. I hope you're enjoying this series. Let me know your thoughts below, and I hope you find something today that inspires you.